Hello, Patrick Welch here, otherwise known as Mr. Noobie, and today we are going to talk about the HTC Trophy phone. Now this is the first phone I've reviewed that has the Windows interface. I've done a lot of reviews on the iPhone and the Android, but this is the first one with that Windows interface, and I gotta tell you, I hate it. This is by far the worst phone I've reviewed. I wouldn't recommend this phone to anybody. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of Windows phone lovers out there. I'm not going to be one of them, and let me tell you why. The interface alone, going through here, it's got these panels, and you got to scroll through. I don't like the interface. Maybe I'm too used to Android, but the way the little panels work, I'm just not a big fan of it. The email interface, it was real stylish, just wasn't real functional to me. When I'm in my email, I need to just get in there, check my email, respond or delete email, and I feel like some of the interface just was not intuitive to that and was slowing me down a bit. Also, obviously, this is, the operating system, Windows, is going to be from Microsoft, so they use a Windows Live ID. That to me is something that's a couple years old. I don't even use my Windows Live ID anymore. I am totally Google, which is why the Android phones are so much better for me. To have to do everything with a Windows Live ID, it just was a step back for me. On a positive note, the one thing I did like, when you go to take a picture in landscape mode, and you're holding the camera up, there's a physical shutter button right here on the top. So rather than having to find that button to press on the screen on most cameras, you can actually hold it like you would a camera, a real digital camera, and take the picture and press that button down. So I did like that as a feature. That's about all I liked about it. Again, the way the apps were organized, they gave one per row. I'm used to seeing little tiles of icons. I didn't like that. I felt like I had to scroll and scroll and scroll to find what I was looking for. Even the sound on it, the ringtones, it reminded me like I was listening to a Casio keyboard from the 1980s. It just real tinny sound. It didn't have a good sound to them at all. Another styling thing, they had these big giant words across the top. They just, I don't know, they took up space. You could see multiple words. I was getting confused which, I guess that's in place of a tab interface. They use these big words, and that's kind of like the tab. Again, not a fan of it. Now, to be fair, a good friend of mine said he is reviewing a Windows phone, and it is his absolute favorite phone. Matter of fact, he places Android all the way to the bottom. So we kind of agreed to disagree, but I did find out after talking to him that his phone is running the newer Mango 7.5 update. This phone is not. So if you're listening to this review and you have the Mango update, that's not what I'm referring to. I'll have to get a phone when that update comes out and maybe do another review and see if it does make a big difference, because I absolutely do not like the software version, and I don't know the name for it, but it's the 7. Either 7.0 or 7.1 version running on this phone. So, if that comes out, maybe that'll make a big difference, but for now, I absolutely cannot recommend the HTC Trophy, and it's kind of a shame because I love HTC phones, but I definitely would not recommend the HTC Trophy. Sorry.